Hello. This segment is to help you put together a list. There are a couple of important things that you need to do within this business. And one of the very first things is to understand the importance of putting together your list. Your list is your inventory, folks. Just flat out, without a doubt, is one of the most important things that you need to have in your business. First and foremost, I suggest that you get a copy of the Gladiators Club form. This way you can organize and keep track of every person on your list. You need to take this exercise so serious because it is very, very vital to your business, okay? So first, I just want to share with you a few bullet points. Your list is important because it's usually the first mistake that is made in this business. Okay, we tend to think that we can operate our business through our phone. We tend to think that we can operate it from memory, and unfortunately, it's a byproduct of us maybe not taking our business serious enough. Because if you spent $100,000, 200,000, or $1,000,000 to start your very own business, you would follow all of the systems precisely. So understand this: if you're looking to get the maximum out of your business, then you need to make sure that you're putting in some time and effort to realize and understand how to work the fundamentals of this business. And fundamentally speaking, you need to make sure that you have a quality list and that list continues to grow. So let's just go through these bullet points very quickly for you. Usually this is the very first mistake that you make in business, as we said. Secondly, this list is in preparation for your grand opening. In many cases, we want to open and start your business out with you executing what we call a Wealth Builders Worldwide event, a private gold reception. Okay, this is something that you're going to do at your house in your own leisure, and there's a way that we put these together, which will be in another segment. But it's for your grand opening. You want to launch your business into the stratosphere. You don't just want to open your doors. You want to have a grand opening. Okay, this list is your inventory. All right, understand, you would not walk into a grocery store, and you would not stay in that grocery store very long if it didn't have inventory, groceries on the shelves. Okay, dairy, fruit, vegetables, grains, what have you, meats. It's got, if the shelves were bare, you wouldn't spend very much time in there, okay? It's the sign of a store or a grocery store that's going out of business. What if you walked into a car dealership and they didn't have any cars on the lot? No inventory. How long would you stay there? How long would that business stay in business, okay? So make sure that you have an inventory. This list is designed for duplication, and we're going to talk about that in a moment as well. But your list continuously grows. It grows through prospecting, and prospecting is something that we do while we're out. We don't go out to prospect. We prospect while we're out. And you can employ things like a 3-foot rule, where you talk to everybody within a 3-foot radius of you. But generally just set some decent expectations and goals for yourself, like 2 prospects a day. You make 2 new friends a day. That's simply what we're talking about, okay? And that's just simply meeting somebody, paying them a compliment, asking them if they keep their income options open. And when they say they do, then you share your business card or ask them for their telephone number so that you can share a link with them, a video, edify that video. And we're going to talk about edification a little later in another segment as well. But and then you get their name and number from them. You share the link, and you make sure that you leave there with a time set up when you're going to follow back up with them. That is so important. Oftentimes we don't get a name and number. Understand, this is your business. It's not your prospect's business. So you should not rely on them to call you back. It's your business. You have to press and move the issue on that. It's often the reasons that our businesses underperform. If you don't understand the importance of putting a list together, then it's other important aspects that you're going to miss with respects to building your business as well. And it's just a sign that your business is not going to be a successful one if you're not willing to take the time to do this. Okay. It allows your sponsor to work with you. One, because your sponsor, now you're going to provide your sponsor with a copy of your list. Forget all of this. I don't trust the person. We're talking about names and numbers, okay? We're talking about a person that's going to be helping you build your business. If you can't If you can't trust them with a copy of your list, then you shouldn't be relying upon them or relying upon this system to utilize them as your support in following up with the people on your list. Okay, so I hope you understood what I just said. Share the list with your sponsor, make them a copy, email them a copy, and then periodically as your list grows, then you make sure that you give them a copy of the growth or the new list as well. Now, understand this, folks. This is ultimately why you want to do it, because it creates duplication, and it also creates an unlimited supply of leads. Okay, we'll call them warm market to lukewarm market leads, and really they're warm market leads. I really need you to understand that, because understand, you're going to get 2 copies of the Gladiators Club form, and you're going to put your own list together. And that own list, your own list, is going to be about 100 folks. And out of those 100 people, it'll lead you to some people. But let's just say right off the bat, it only leads you to 3 people straight away. Okay, let's say the first 2 weeks in your business. All right, but then these people do exactly what you just did. So now they each have a list of 100. That now gives you a business with 400 warm market leads, right? Now, I tell you, I would love to talk to a warm market lead anytime, more so than a cold market lead, right? Because the warm market lead is somebody that you know, like, and love or respect. They have a level of respect and trust for you, more so trust than anything else. Okay, but then you have 100 names here. 100 names here, 100 names here. You work through this list and then you come up with other folks, okay? But just say each of these folks just got 2 people, okay? Maybe they didn't do as well as you did, but just think about what it would look like if that tripled, okay? Because ultimately it will, if you're putting together the list of 100 and you're following up with these people as you should be, okay? But just look at this. This now is 10 folks with 100 names. That's 1,000 prospects for you to talk to. Okay, it's an incredible thing, and this creates incredible leverage. Understand, your confidence level goes up when you know that you have a large list to talk to. When the first 3 or 4 people tell you no, they're not interested right now, if you only got 4 people on that list, guess what? That phone gets pretty heavy now, right? But when you know you still got 97, 96 people on the list to contact, okay, you're happy and you can move forward. So we're telling you this up front. Put together a large list. The other thing, we say that it duplicates. When you show Rod, Sue, and Tom their names on your list, they start to understand the importance of this, and it duplicates. But that's 1,000 people. You know, you can have this within your first 2 weeks in the business. Okay, how long does it take you to bring on 3 people and help them get their list? You know, a blue dot can put a list together, right? So understand that. So let's get about it, folks. Understand, we want to go ahead and take some time together to put together your list right now. Okay, your list should, you know, it should be growing by the prospect, in which we talked about. And let's just say really 2 a day. Okay, you know, the system says, you know, 1 to 3 a day, but let's just say an average of 2. Okay, and then make sure that you send out this Gladiators Club form with your welcome letter to all of your new affiliates. All right, so let's get to working on this list right now. What I want you to do is grab pen and paper, pull your list out. You can pause this or stop it until everyone has their paper. You have your paper and your pen, and just pause it. Now that you're back with your pen and your paper, understand what your objective is now is to go down and write just names as they come into your head. You want to have pen to paper, and as I start jogging your memory about occupations and people, you write down the names that come to mind. We're not here to sort through to make the decision for anybody as to whether they're going to get started or not. We let them make their own informed decision. Okay, that's what we want to do. We want to allow them to be able to get the full information the way you got it, so that they can make a decision for themselves. Because understand, the folks that you think won't, will, and some of the folks that you think will, won't. Okay, a lot of them in that category, understand. So definitely make sure that you have a large, robust list. So we're going to start right now. Okay, so let's start off with your mom and your dad, your mother and your father. Put them on the list. Okay. If you're lucky enough to have them still be alive, put them on the list. Your mother-in-law, your father-in-law, put them on the list. Your grandparents, put them on a list. You should be writing right now. You should be writing first and last names right now. Okay, if you can think of the number right off the bat, write it down beside, but we're going to come back and put the numbers down, because right now it's important to put those names on this list. So you got your grandparents on a list. What about any children over the age of 18? Your brothers and sisters, put them on your list. Your aunts, uncles, nieces, and nephews that are over 18, put them on the list, okay? Any cousins, your favorite cousin, second, third cousin, put them on the list if they're over 18 years old. What about your friends and neighbors, okay? Put them on your list. People that you work with, okay? Your church members, people that may go to Sunday school with you, all right? Now, let's think about some of the folks that that you feel within your heart, that if they took a look at this and decided that this was something that they wanted to do, that they could have the level of success that you are looking to have in this business. Okay, they could hit the top of this company. We're talking about reds. We're talking about people that you look up to, people that have large influences of people that people respect, people that this person knows a lot of people, is well respected in his circle. Okay, so you should still be writing now and listening as we write, but let's start thinking about those people. Okay, folks that you mentor from, that are your mentors. Okay, these are people that you look up, maybe other business owners. Put them on a list. We want to put down as many of these people as we can. These are people that we generally would call folks that are on your chicken list. Okay, so we want to talk to these people, because these are the types of folks that they view opportunities, and they looking for ways to make make money for them, for ways for their money to work. Okay, so understand, put those reds on the list, man. I love the fact that I have been sponsored. I was sponsored by a gentleman, we call him Bitcoin Lou. But understand, Bitcoin Lou went out and he recruited me right off the bat. Okay, I'm a red. Okay, Crypto Steve, he's a red. James Marshall, he's a red. Okay, Dominic Curry, he's a red. Okay, so these are reds that he put in the business like straight away. And these are folks that ran straight to the top of this company. So put them on the list. Don't make the decision from them. Don't prejudge. What if somebody prejudged you in the business? Okay, think about your schoolmates, your coworkers, people from your hometown, military cohorts, somebody that you were in the service with, somebody that maybe you haven't been in the service, but you know that they're in the service. Who do you do business with, folks? Doctors, lawyers, barbers, merchants, grocers, folks that work at a gas station attendant, your dry cleaners, the person that you give your dry cleaning to when you go to the counter all the time. Who's your postal worker? Okay, that comes to your house and drops your mail off every single day. Your beautician, your jeweler, your waitress or waitress at your favorite restaurant. Okay, think about lists that you already have available to you. All right, don't just use that list. Take those names off there and put them on your Gladiators Club form. Okay, because this Gladiators Club form is set up to help you track your business. You'll know where you're lacking at in your business just by the way this form is completed. So put the diligence in it and complete it, folks. I'm trying to share this with you. It's so important. Okay, business cards, Christmas card list. Who do you send a Christmas card to? Who do you invite to your Christmas party? Who invites you to their Christmas party? They probably know a lot of people, right? Who do you have in your address book? Maybe your planner, okay? A list of former employees, your church directory. Who do you know on social media? Okay, so start putting these names down, folks. Uh, um, who are the people that you know in direct sales already? Business office machinery folks, people that's salespeople. Maybe they sell cars, insurance, or something like that. Put those people on the list. What about anybody that's ever come to you with an opportunity like this? Put them on the list. Understand this, folks. You will not be able to get anybody into your business without them knowing that you're open for business. So anybody, just think about everybody that you know, like, and love, that know, if they know your name and they know who you are, they should know what your business is, that you're in business for yourself. You want to be that Carabal's person, the person that helps people earn wealth. You want to be that person in your circle, in your community, and what have you. Who do you know that are decision makers, like business owners, human resource directors, office managers, all right? Who do you know that have any association with the following areas, okay? As I'm naming occupations and giving you these categories, you should be writing pen to paper right now. This is important, okay? If I was to gauge who was going to have the most success in this business, I would be gauging and putting my money, if I was a betting man, on the person that had the largest list. So that should be your requirement. You know, my list is probably 600 long, and I even have more than that. I've got old lists. You know, been in business for so long, I've got lists galore. But my list for this business, dude, it's written down. I'm trying to tell you folks on my Gladiators Club form. So listen, who do you know in accounting? Who do you know that's an actor? Paid or not paid? Who do you know that likes acting? Who do you know? Who do you think about when you think about advertising? Who do you think about when you think about aerobics? Write these names down. Who do you think about when you think about the Air Force? Alarm systems. Who do you think about when you think about alarm systems? What about animal health? A veterinarian? You know, where do you take your pet to get his shots? Antiques, apartments. Who do you think about when you think about apartments? Okay, resident managers, apartments. You know, maybe they work in the rental office or what have you. Who do you think about when you think about architect? An architect. When you think about the Army, what names that come to mind? Write them down. Write them down. Artificial nails. Okay, where do you get your nails done? Where does your wife, your girlfriend get their nails done? Put them on the list. Okay. Who do you know that's involved in athletics? Maybe a player, a coach, somebody, you know, the trainer, you know, the weight trainer, the healthcare person that deals and makes sure that, you know, the nicks are minted to, the sprains and what have you. The trainer, folks, put them on the list. Who do you think about when it comes to automobiles? You know, who sells automobiles? Who likes automobiles? Who drives your favorite automobile? These people should be on the list, okay? So what we want you to do is put them on the list. As you're thinking about it, okay, who do you know in banking? Put them on the list. Who do you know that's a barber? Your barber. My barber is involved in this business. He has a substantial coin investment, and he has a business stake in the business as well, okay? Beauty salons. We talked about some of this. Bible school. When you think about Bible school, who comes to name? When you think about bicycles, who repairs bicycles, who rides bicycles, who races bicycles, who, you know, who likes bicycles. When you think about boats, who comes to mind, folks? This list is super important. So put that list together. Take the time to put your list together. Who do you think about when you think about bonds, stocks and bonds? Okay, who gives you your investment advice? Bookkeepers. Okay, who do you know in broadcasting? What brokers do you know? Insurance brokers, real estate brokers. Who do you know at the credit union? When you think about credit unions, who comes to mind? Daycare. Okay, your dentist, dermatologist. You know, when you think about designs, you know, who comes to mind? Detectives, who comes to mind? Okay, when you start thinking about maybe the diet industry or pills and potions and motions and lotions or whatever, who comes to mind? Write them down. Disc jockeys, DJs, who do you know that's a DJ? Write their name down. The doctors, okay? Who do you know that's in education? Who's a teacher? Who's the principal at the school that your children goes to, at the school that you graduated from? Okay, put them down. Who was the janitor? Okay, the your English teacher, your social studies teacher. Okay, write them down. Anybody associated with education, anybody associated with um, electric work, electricians. Okay, how about engineers? All right, eye care, entertainment. Who do you know that's involved in entertainment? Put them on the list. Okay, who do you know that's you know, a fireman? You know, put them on the list. We've got a gentleman in the Waldorf area that is a chief of one of the volunteer fire departments, and he is tearing this business up right now. Okay, who do you know in the food service industry right now? Who do you know that sells furniture? What names come to mind when you think about golf? Okay, what names come to mind when you think about grocery stores or graphic artists, hair care, handymen, health clubs? Okay, who's your personal trainer? Who's the personal trainer at the club that you work out at? Okay, we've got folks that are killing it in those industries. Understand, people that coach folks, they do well in this business. Who do you think about when you think about hospitals, horses, hotels? Okay, when you think about ice cream, ice skating, income tax, insurance, investments, write their names down, folks. Okay, janitors, okay, lawn care. Who do you know in leasing that works at the library? Who do you know that who sold you your the mortgage loan for your house? Okay, your car loan. All right. Who do you know that works with the post office, postal system, in management, in manufacturing? Okay, who do you think about when you think about mortgages? You know, museums, music, mutual funds. Who talks about mutual funds all the time? Who sold you your mutual fund? What names come to mind when you think about the Navy? Okay, nursing. Okay, health, nursing. What nurses do you know? All right. Who do you think about when you think about office machines? Okay, orthopedics. Okay, oil changes. Who do you think about when you start talking about parties? Who's the life of the party? Who do you like to party with? Who always throws a party, a picnic, a cookout that you always go to? These people know other people. All right. Who who do you know that's involved with pension plans? Okay, maybe pet control, pharmaceuticals. Okay, phones, cell phones. Um, Who's your photographer? Who do you know in the photography industry? All right. When you think about pizza, who comes to mind? It might be me. I like pizza, right? But who do you think about when it comes to radio? Okay, psychologist, property management, preschool, real estate, religion, rental agencies, reporters. Okay, again, these are names. Who do you know that's involved with safety, that's involved in sales? Okay, satellites, any type of school, self-defense, security, secretaries. Okay, who do you know that likes to sew? All right, who do you know that can sing very well, has a great voice? All right. So who do you know that's involved in the skincare industry? All right. We're just thinking about names. Write these names down. Take this exercise super serious. Okay. Stocks. Who do you talk to about stocks? Who produces t-shirts for you? You know, maybe somebody in the t-shirt or clothing industry, tailors. All right. Who does your taxes? Right. Now, understand this is an international market. So you should be building your business internationally, folks. One of the things I love this month, we did over 200,000 euros. Okay, that's over $200,000 worth of productivity. Okay, 120,000 um, 120,000 of those euros came from overseas markets, overseas businesses. 80,000 euros came right here in the United States. So my business is growing and more productive outside of the United States than it is right here. And that's the way it's supposed to be, because the rest of the world is bigger than the United States. So who do you know in the states surrounding your area? Okay, just go north, south, east, and west. Okay, who do you know in Delaware? Who do you know in DC? Who do you know in Maryland? Who do you know in Virginia? Who do you know, folks? Okay, north, south, east, and west, the states or cities touching you. Who do you know in Alabama? Who do you know in Arkansas, California? Who do you know in Colorado? Okay, who do you know in the state that you just moved from? Okay, you used to live in what state, and who do you know in that particular state? Who do you know in Connecticut, Florida, Georgia? Who do you know in Hawaii, Idaho, Illinois? Who do you know in Kentucky, Louisiana, Maine, Maryland? Who do you know in Massachusetts, Mississippi, Missouri? Who do you know in Nebraska, New York, North Carolina? We got a great business growing in Raleigh, North Carolina right now. Got a gentleman just tearing his business up. He's a bishop. down in the Raleigh, North Carolina area. He is tearing this business up, folks. Who do you know in these areas? You know, gentlemen over in Australia just killing this business right now. 3 months, the gold director. Okay, and just killing this business right now. Who do you know in Ohio? Who do you know in Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, South Carolina, Tennessee? Okay, who do you know in West Virginia, Wyoming? Who do you know in Canada? Alberta, British Columbia, New Brunswick, Newfoundland, folks. Who do you know in Africa? Who do you know in um, Dubai? Who do you know in Italy, Switzerland, Germany, Australia? Who do you know in different areas of the globe, folks? Take the time and create a robust, large list, folks. That's what this is all about. Now, your homework assignment is to continue this list, continue to grow this list by prospecting. And then what you want to do is you want to make sure, folks, that you go back and you put the names next to all of these names, the numbers, I'm sorry, put the numbers next to all of these names, folks. And then you want to get back, make sure that you get a copy of this list to your sponsor and let them know that you're ready to follow up and learn to start doing 3-ways and start introducing these people on your list to your business. The worst thing you could do right now is start contacting these people and telling them everything that you feel like you know about this business. You want to use third party. That's somebody else. That's a tool. That's a video. That's a website. That's a landing page. That's something else other than it coming out of your mouth. Because when you start talking, people feel like they can get all of the information from you and they make a decision based upon what you say. And that's not what you want. You want them to make an informed decision based upon third party information that's designed to pique their interest, that's designed to keep them engaged, that's designed to get them started and help them have a productive start into your business. So folks, take the list building exercise very seriously and make sure that you promote it throughout your team. Promotion is a big part of this business. We have to promote to the people that are joining our business what's going on and help them realize what it takes to be successful in this business, folks. It's not hard, folks. It's rather easy to do. But the thing about it is it's easier not to do it. But when you have goals and aspirations and you're using this as a vehicle to get finances as an issue out of the way, folks, then you can definitely do what's easy. And what's easy is what you can do. All right, that's the definition of easy. Something that you can do. It does not mean that there won't be some stumbles. I'm telling you right now, you're going to go through highs and lows in this business. But believe me, the higher you go, the less you go down into that valley when it peaks down, okay? You're going to keep rising. So definitely know that when times get a little hard, you need to know what that word is that's going to spark you to keep you pumped up. And generally, we call that a why, and you may get that in another segment, but make sure that your sponsor knows why you do this business, because that's what should keep you going when times get hard. And it's hard. The hard times in this business is just learning how to discipline your disappointment. When somebody on this list that you feel like is ready to get started and they don't, okay, when they say, no, this isn't for me. Folks, you have to discipline that list. Don't be worried about who is going to get started and who won't. Just make sure that you expose everybody on the list and let them fall where they may. The right attitude or philosophy to take is that it's okay if a person says no, because what that means is that you or I have not given them enough information at this point to make an informed decision. So you do that in a professional manner and in a way that does not badger them, bother them, or put them in an aggressive mindset, or a mindset that says, hey, here comes Al. Here he comes. Look, let's move out the way. Let's get away from him because we know he's about to talk about that Karatbars thing. Okay, so folks, when you do this professionally, you don't have to worry about those kind of issues, and that's what this team is all about. It's about being professional. So with that, folks, I appreciate you taking the time out to view this segment of the training. Just make sure that you take it serious and you share your results with your sponsor. And then as you sponsor others, you help them go through this exercise, because this is a money making exercise, folks. This is exactly what it is. Think about each name on your list as $1,000. yearly income. Okay, so if you can get 100 names on this list, okay, and you can get um, 100 names on this list, and let's just say you can get 10 of them started right away. Okay, that's $10,000 a year worth of income. So, folks, with that, I appreciate you for taking this serious. Look forward to sharing with you in the next segment. And God bless you, and we'll see you over the top.